Hey everybody, Jordan Schwartz here with Strategic Wealth Designers. Today, we're talking about how do I invest my money wisely. Go ahead and stick around. You're not going to want to miss it. So we're talking about how do I invest my money wisely? Now, what I would recommend doing to that is to get more awesome content like how to invest your money wisely. Go ahead and watch every other video we've ever done, but go ahead and subscribe to our page, leave us a comment and a like below, and make sure you stay tuned to all the awesome videos that we have. So, how do I invest my money wisely? To me, I think there's 4 critical steps on how we need to cross that finish line. Now, first and foremost, knowledge is power. What do I mean by that? Right now, you're being smart. You're on YouTube, you're looking at different videos, you're trying to figure out, how do I invest my money wisely? Knowledge is power. I cannot stress that enough. If you wanna have success investing and do well, there are hedge funds that pay billions of dollars every year of research to try to know more than what you know. There are high frequency traders that are basically people who are trying to trade fractional of a second in between when you buy your stock from somebody and when they sell it to you on the open market. There are people who, like I said, spend billions and billions of dollars. So at that game, you're probably not gonna beat them, right? So what we wanna do is we wanna figure out how can we learn as much as we possibly can about investing, where knowledge is power. Now, I would suggest reading a lot of different books. Now, if you hear the old Malcolm Gladwell's idea of outliers, he talks about this concept of 10,000 hours to mastery. Now, to be successful in investing, you don't have to necessarily spend 10,000 hours. What you need to do is figure out who has spent the 10,000 hours and who's the most successful on the planet at what I'm trying to do. Couple of great examples. Warren Buffett. He's the most successful, not stock picker, but most successful investor in the history of civilization at taking old companies and resurrecting them and helping build them. The best stock market investor of all time is a guy by the name of Ray Dalio. He's got some awesome books out there, videos all over YouTube. Make sure those 2 people are some folks that you model because they are as good as it gets. So knowledge is power. How do I learn as much as I possibly can? The second thing right here, wisdom from the ego. What do I mean by that? If you don't feel confident in your ability to manage your own money, that is okay. Not everybody thinks the way of somebody who would need to think to be successful at investing. It's not easy for everybody. It's why financial advisors and people like that exist, is to be able to help people who either don't want to do it or don't necessarily have the ability to do it because maybe they think a little bit differently or they just don't want to do it. So knowledge of the ego. Do you need help? If you know right there, you're sitting there, you can tell me pretty clearly, I bet, if I asked you, can you do your investing on your own? Gut instinct. What do you think's the answer to that? Yes or no? I know I can't hear you, but answer it. If it's yes, then we can continue pursuing it on our own. Again, you go back to 1, knowledge is power. If you're at the point where you're like, I don't know if I can do it, Jordan. I'm not sure if I can. I don't know if I'm gonna be good at it. And maybe I don't wanna lose my money. I want someone to help me keep it safe or manage it for me. Then that's wisdom right there. There's wisdom in knowing if you can or can't do it. And I would suggest going and finding a professional who you think you can. Third, how much time, right? How much time do I have before I retire? If you're looking right here and you have more than 10 years to go before retirement, if you want to invest wisely, it's wise to know that, okay, I've got more than 10 years to go before retirement. Risk is my biggest friend, not my enemy. If you're inside of 10 years from retirement, you're seeing some light at the end of the tunnel, you've been scratching and clawing for a long time, trying to get retired, and you know, okay, I'm near it, I think I got enough, I don't know what to do with that money. Risk is your biggest enemy, not your biggest friend. We need to start looking in the perspective of how do I invest money wisely. The first context of that we should look at not only is knowledge power, not only the wisdom of the ego to know whether or not we can or can't do it, but more importantly, how much time do I have before I retire or before I want to make sure that I can access this money? And then the last one, I call it the big 3 of investing: fees, taxes, risk. Always, always, always find strategies where there are reasonably low fees with the investments. Now, generally, whenever you're accumulating assets before you retire and you've got maybe 20 to 30 years, fees don't matter as much, but they still make a difference. When you're nearer in retirement, when your portfolio is more conservative, if you're paying bigger fees on more conservative money, it means there's less money in your pocket. And the next one is taxes. At some point in time in the future, taxes are gonna have to go up. When they do go up, if you have all your money in an IRA, let's say you have $1 million or $500,000. No, you don't. If your taxes are 50%, you don't have $1 million, you have $500,000. You don't have $500,000, you have $250,000. So the name of the game is get as much money as we possibly can into tax-free investments. So if we're not touching this money for 20 or 30 years, we know 20 to 30 years from now, all that great growth we should get by investing our money wisely, it's tax-free. And the last one is risk. And again, risk goes back to 3. How much time do I have before I retire? So guys, there you go. How do I invest my money wisely? Now, if you'd like more awesome content just like this on how to invest my money wisely, watch every other one of our videos. But more importantly, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like our video, and leave us a comment below, and we'll see you soon.